Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, the situation is becoming very tense between Venezuela, Russia, China, and the United States of America. The president, Nicolas Maduro, received something from the Russia, but it's huge. It's really huge. Yes, it's a weapon of unprecedented power. Very strong in this that Maduro has. Maduro threatens United States of America. Very clearly, that is to say, Venezuela feels in position of strength vis-a-vis the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that America is looking to attack Venezuela. There is, at the moment, when I am in the process of make the video conference right now, that America, Donald Trump, is preparing to make a statement. It's a long-awaited statement, but since yesterday, Wednesday, given the preparations which were in progress, sending several bombers in the Caribbean on the Venezuelan coasts, Nicolas Maduro presented. He revealed the thing formidable to the whole world, and then we don't know. We are here. It's about America. Hit such Venezuelan narcotic ship and so on and so forth. It talks about sanctions against Russia. However, at that time, Russia she only delivered only this type of weapon, extremely dangerous. It is a type of missile the type of missile has never been used even in the conflict Ukrainian Rousseau, even against Ukraine. This is what the Russia only delivered in disorder in Venezuela. So what is the statement that was made by the Venezuelan president, and what are the capabilities of this extremely dangerous missile? This is what we are going to talk about in the framework of this geopolitical conference dedicated to international news. But before we continue, share the conference at most. It is necessary. Share in all groups. Put lots of likes, and above all, don't forget, not if you are new, click on the subscribe button. Subscribe. This allows you to never miss our video conferences, to never miss the hottest news of the moment. Yes, since following this news helps you stay informed. Let's go deep. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro assured yesterday, Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, that Venezuela had 5,000, I tell you, 5,000 types of missiles. One type of missile that has never been heard of talking, and no one knew that the Vene had this type of missile. Russia delivered to Venezuela Igla-S anti-aircraft missiles. That's the name of the missile. These are missiles anti-American called Igla-S. The danger of these missiles, it's scary. So, in addition to these Igla-S missiles, the Russia delivered anti-ship missiles Kh-31 in Venezuela. Anti-ship missiles, since when America is coming to bomb, since this is what America is planning, bomb Venezuela. They will come by air, they will come by sea. So Russia has prepared everything Russia in his head. That is to say, the Kremlin experts had already foreseen that it is Russia that enters the war with the United States of America, Venezuela. This is what they planned, since Russia already has an agreement, official military with Venezuela. So Russia is free, and then Maduro is free to reveal what they have received from Russia. So there first has Igla anti-aircraft missiles S on one side, and on the other side we have Kh-31 anti-ship missiles. And it doesn't stop there. Russia has delivered air support equipment of the type Su-30 Su-30. The Su-30 Su-30, these are DICE, its material air support. Here's what Russia has added. And so these deliveries, which obviously intervene in a context of increased tension with Washington, as Trump deployed special forces in the region. I will had said here, we had made a conference on this. Donald Trump has deployed U.S. special forces in the Venezuelan region to be able to control Venezuela. Wait just the order when everything will be okay. Attack. As soon as we say go, we give the watchword, he begins to knock on Venezuela. So what are the deep motivations? I tell you, 5,000 missiles, and these missiles are extremely effective. Their first efficiency before speaking motivations, their first what does effectiveness rely on? These are missiles that can detect all kinds of devices in the skies and they automatically delete. These are missiles that are capable to destroy all kinds of ships. This which means with the presence of these missiles, the Venezuelan sky is protected, now including weapons formidable that Venezuela has, that Iran had to provide to Venezuela. Venezuela can hit Washington. Here's the problem. So for Moscow, this delivery, this is the logic of this war hybrid. But America is in the process of fight Russia using Ukraine as its armed wing. So Russia will also fight America using Venezuela. It first begins in the form defensive, but little by little, with the statement that was made by Nicolas Maduro, the Venezuelan president, feels that a Venezuelan offensive will take place. And what is the problem? It's gonna be like what happened between Iran and Israel. We all know that Iran is not as strong and powerful like America, but as the saying goes, it is the little one hammer that breaks the big rock. It is what we saw between Iran and the United States of America. This is what risk of arriving between Venezuela and the United States of America, because the Russia supports Mordicus, the Venezuela. So for Caracas, by broadcasting, by revealing this number of important missiles and the very nature of these missiles, Caracas displays a sovereignty regained, and it is also a way to deter any operation American. Will America be dissuaded? Here's the big question. SO, there is rising military tension. The IGLA-S American air raid risky. If the Americans take the risk of returning to the territory, Venezuelan air with the presence of IGLA, it's risky. We can destroy everything that is American spacecraft in space. That's fast. So at the level of H-31 cases, these missiles threaten all ships in the Caribbean. That's very clear. So Washington is fearing the new Cuba 2.0, we will, to say it like this, with Russia, which discreetly installs his pawns at the gateway to the American continent. The Pentagon has placed several units, naval forces, on heightened alert in the area of the Gulf of Mexico. I tell you that the situation risks spilling over from Venezuela. This is what he saw, ladies and gentlemen. That was the front page. I'll get back to you all on time. It was the voice of your humble servant, the Samurai.